didn't get my food. But luckily, I listened to my intuition, and I went outside because it said that he was on his way. And I looked across the street and I saw a lady, like she had this bag in her hand and she went in the house. And I saw yellow, and if you know, their bags is always yellow. Like it looked like this, but it was like this. But I saw the yellow I saw was this, but I didn't know that it was that. I just saw like yellow, so I assumed it was yellow bag. So I'm like, did she take my food? Like, did they give her the wrong food? So next thing you know, I went up to like the car that the guy was in, and I was like, did you like drop off a food for Are You Hungry? At first he was like, no. He said it was something else. Cause I saw him get out the car again, and he put a bag, like another bag at her door, and I was like, well, she just walked in there. They gave me a lot of sauce this time. I saw that he gave her a bag. I mean, he put another bag, like he put a bag on her steps. So I was like, well, she just went in the house with a bag. So I'm like, maybe he gave her mine. And because it said that the delivery was like confirmed, like it was already done. So I'm like, hold up, either he ran off with my food or he just gave it to the wrong person. So while I was asking him, I was like, yeah, I was like, trying to figure it out or whatever. At first I was like, well, how do I like report it to like let them know I didn't get my food? But then I started putting two and two together. I'm like, well, maybe that wasn't, maybe he gave like her the wrong bag. So it was a dude outside, and because he saw what was going on, he was like, what did he say? He was like, what, you got he delivered the wrong food to the person? I was like, yeah, I think so. So he called the lady, and he was like, yeah, luckily he was out there. He was like, yeah, he was like, you got your food? And she was like, yeah, I already got my food. And he was like, don't open it, because that one not yours. And she was like, oh, I didn't open it yet. I ain't open it yet. And I most definitely told them not to put no tahini butter on this thing. And they did anyway. But, yeah, I almost didn't get my dang on food. Because he gave it to the wrong person. But luckily, I was very observant. And I was like, all right. I was like, yeah, he gave her my food. But everything was good. She came back out. She gave me my food. And she got the right food. So anyway, getting into this little mukbang or whatever, I got some onion rings and I got a falafel wrap. And they gave me a lot of sauce. Like, I don't even know what these sauces are. I know this is hot sauce. This is ketchup. I don't know what this is. This is probably tahini butter. And I guess this is some sauce for the onion rings, because I got onion rings. So we about to go ahead and say our grace. We about to eat, because I got some stuff to do today. Alright, damn it, I got to keep this food. Thank you for not letting my food go to the wrong person. And yeah, thank you. Amen. Okay, so I normally get falafel wrap and fries. I don't know what this is, but it smells good. I think it's honey mustard. I normally get falafel wrapped fries, but I never had their onion rings. So we about to try the onion rings. And y'all, I painted my nails. Hey, I didn't get to finish. I just did one coat because I had to go outside and get my food. Okay. They a little... Okay, they crispy. Alright, we're gonna try this sauce. That's definitely honey mustard. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna use the ketchup and some hot sauce. And I don't really know what I want to talk about. I need like a topic. Mm-hmm. Well, their hot sauce is hot sauce. For real. I don't know where this fly. Mm. Um, and to wash it all down, I got some olive oil. I normally get the watermelon, but today I got the pineapple one because I never had the pineapple one. I always get the watermelon, so I decided to be different and get the pineapple one. And there's a lot of stuff I actually want to talk about, but I don't know which topic I want to talk about. Actually, I'm gonna do a story time. So I'm gonna do a story time. Or really, I'm gonna just talk to y'all, like, just about life. So, basically, if you don't know, I am a believer. I believe in God, Yahweh, and I believe in Jesus, Yeshua. So, recently, I kind of drifted away from him. Like before, I was always in my Bible. I was always in church. I would do Bible study by myself. And I haven't been doing that lately. I've been like on my phone a lot more. This fly about to irk my nerves. I'm trying to let you live, but I'm about to smack you dead. I'm about to smack you dead. You better run. Keep on playing. Keep on playing. I wish I had some spray on. But you need my food, so I can't. Actually, yeah, let me talk about that. So, you know, so yeah, yeah, I don't know where these dang on gnats been coming from, but they need to go. But yeah, I used to be in my Bible study all the time, but now I just be like on my phone. Like I be watching videos a lot on YouTube, Instagram. I don't really be on TikTok like that. Only when I like post videos. And it's like recently God been trying to like get my attention. Because I kid you not, yesterday when I was on my way to like run my errands, I ran into 3 different people that spoke to me about God. So the first person was on the bus when I had got on the bus and I had saw that somebody left their phone. And you know, normally where I stay at, it's very rare for somebody to return a phone, especially an iPhone. It was like either an iPhone, it was an iPhone Pro because it had the 3 cameras. So yeah, I picked it up and I told the bus driver, I was like, yo, somebody, left their phone. And I assumed it was the 2 girls that had got off the bus that I had saw. But it was a guy at the back of the bus. And he was like, he had came up and he was like, yeah, that's my phone. And at first I was a little skeptical, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, because I had it in my hand and I was trying to lock it to like see like if it had like a picture on the front. But every time I locked it, and opened it, it just went straight back to the Google Maps. So, what happened? After that, he was telling me, he was like, yeah, that's my phone. They got a picture of me and my son on the lock screen. Something like that. Like I said, I was trying to lock it. It wasn't, every time I opened it, it wouldn't show nothing. So he was like, yeah, I know the PIN code. So I had locked it and you had to type in the code. Like, it was weird. Like, it wouldn't lock and show like the home screen. It would lock and it would just show that you had to put in the PIN. So he put in the PIN and I was like, oh, okay, so it is yours. So I gave it to him and it was like an old head. When he was like, you know, watching everything. When he was like shaking his head, like nodding. And he was like, that's really good that you did that. He was like, that's really good. Like, you a good person for that. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I had a few of my phones stolen. Like, I had my iPhone stolen when I went out to Atlantic City by people I considered friends. They set me up, they took my money, and they took my phone. Then I had an Android, and I left it in the bathroom, went back, it was gone. Then I had another Android, and this one was weird because this Android was in my house, well, at my mom's house, and it just randomly just disappeared. So I didn't tell him that, like all that. I was just like, yeah, I had like a few phones like stolen from me. So like, I know how that feels. So I would never do that to nobody. And he was like, well, that's really good. Cause he was like, you know, you get blessed like that. And he was like, you do good, good come back to you. And I was like, yeah, that is true. Cause I was just talking to my friend about good karma and bad karma. And he was like, yeah, because when you do good, you know, you get blessed. And that is true. Like, people be thinking like, I feel like people think like a blessing has to come instantly when you do something good. Sometimes it takes time because maybe God is trying to like make it a big thing. Or sometimes God just want to surprise you. Like, just in general, like think of life when it's your birthday or it's one of your friends' birthday and you know you want to surprise them. You want to get them a gift. And you know, you're like, oh, well, sometimes you'll get it on their birthday, but then you're like, oh, I should probably wait a little bit longer and then just give it to them or do this, like, or, you know, you want to plan something out and, like, have a surprise birthday party. Like, God the same way. Like, sometimes he'll be upfront with it, sometimes he'll hold back to, like, make it a big, big surprise, like, just to shock you. So, yeah, he was just saying, like, you know, that's really good. And he said something, I don't know if I should share it with you guys, but he said something before he got off the bus. And after that, he also said something else, and which I'll share this with you. But the first comment, I don't know if I should share with you or share with y'all, because I think that was probably like a little personal. But when he got off the bus, he was like, just don't forget about me when such and such and such and such. And I was like, that's pretty odd, because I was like, you didn't even tell me your name. Like, how am I supposed to remember you when you didn't even tell me your name? But it clicked in my head later. I was like, well, maybe that was probably, you know, that was probably God just speaking to me through that man. Because if you know, before God blesses you, like, extremely, he always say, like, don't ever forget about me. Like, when you reach the top, don't forget about me. Like, or when I give you this blessing, don't forget about me. Like, don't forget, you know, the love that I have for you. Don't forget to spend time with me. Don't forget to talk to me. Because a lot of people, when they make it in life, they forget about God. Like, when God blesses them, they be praying all day and night. Like, God, I need this, God, I need that. And I promise when you give it to me, I'm going to thank you. I'm going to tell everybody that what you did for me. And then when he do it, it's like they just forget. They just forget about him. They'll probably thank God that one time, and then as time goes by, you'll never hear them speak about God ever again. So Yeah, it was really interesting that he would say that. Then the second time, this is all in one day. The second time I had ran into somebody was I had to get on two buses to get to work. So that was the first bus. I transferred to the next bus, and it was a lady. And I can't remember what I did something on the bus, or I complimented her outfit. It was a older, I won't say older lady. She probably like 40, 50. I had complimented her outfit. I was like, you look. I was like, you look really nice. Or I was like, I like your style. I like your outfit. And she was like, she just looked so shocked. She was like, thank you so much. Like her reaction was just so priceless. She was like, thank you. And I was like, I was like, what? I was like, well, you look real stylish. Because she had it on. She had that drip on. And it was another lady that was speaking. And we was just like, just having a conversation. It was another lady across from me. And she was just smiling. She was like, you seem like a very nice lady, like a nice woman or a young lady. Because I don't look my age. Like, I really don't. For the people that don't know, I'm 22 years old. And a lot of people, when you see me in person, they think I'm like 16, 15, 14. And yeah, like a lot of people think I'm way younger than the age that I am, but I'm actually 22 years old. So she asked me my age, and I told her, and she was like, get out of here. She was like, you're 22 years old. And not to bash like the other girl, it was like another girl that was on the bus. That's what it was. It was a girl that tried, she got on the bus and she didn't pay her fare, and the lady, the bus driver, was trying to talk to her. And she was just like giving an attitude like with the bus driver. She was ignoring her and all that. But she was speaking to the other lady beside her in Spanish. And I could understand a little bit, so I was telling the bus driver, I was like, you know, she said she need a courtesy ride. So people that don't know, when you get on the bus, you can either pay or you can ask for a courtesy ride. Courtesy ride means you get on the bus for free. And the bus driver was like, well, I was like, she's asked like she needs a courtesy ride. She was like, no, like she was like, I understand that it don't have nothing to do. Cause at first I thought she just didn't understand the woman, cause I seen the girl before. And I thought she just didn't speak like clear English. So I told the bus driver at first when she got on, I was like, well, maybe I think she just don't understand what you're saying. And after sitting on the bus a little longer and hearing the conversation with the young girl and the other woman, she was like explaining like she didn't have the fare. And that's what I told the bus driver. I was like, well, I was like, my apologies. I think she said she just needed a courtesy ride. And the bus driver was like, no. She was like, I know, because when you said it was about her like not understanding like English, she was like, I knew that wasn't it, because she does this every day. Like she gets on the bus, she doesn't pay. And she was like, it's a thing where you don't have it one time, two times, but like three times, four. She was like, now it's just like you just doing it on purpose. So I was like, after that validation, I was like, well, I'm gonna just stay out of it. Cause like one thing about me, I'll try to help the situation, but if somebody is in the wrong, you in the wrong, and I'm gonna just zip it. So I was like, oh, okay. And that's when I started talking back to the lady next to me. We was just having a conversation. She was asking me questions like what I do for work and all this other stuff. And she was like, you really like seem like a really nice young lady. And the other lady who was sitting next to the young girl, I don't want to say Spanish girl, but the young girl, she was, they was like just the woman sitting next to the young girl, and the woman that was sitting next to me, we was just having a conversation, and they both were like, you know, your mom did a really good job like raising you, like hats off to her. And it's so funny because this was March 14th that this happened, so it was my mom's birthday. So I was like, oh, she would really appreciate you saying that, because today is her birthday. So, and I did tell my mom, I was like, yeah, these two ladies on the bus said, like, you know, they give their hats off to you and that you did a good job raising me. Because sometimes my mom would be hard on herself. And I just be like, Mom, like, you did good. Like, you're a good mom. Like, it's okay. um, but yeah, that's a story for a different time. But getting to what me and the lady beside me was talking about, out of nowhere, she just was like started talking about God. And I can't remember like how it started out, But she just started talking to me about God, and I was like, oh goodness, here we go. Not that it was a bad thing, but I was just like, I feel like this is God's like God trying to like speak to me. So she was like, she was just telling me, she was like, you know, when you like you get into the Word and you know, when you stay close to God, like God, and you do like you're nice to people, and it puts a smile on God's face. And she was like, I could tell like, you know, you're a good person, and like God is like gonna do like He's gonna bless you. She was like, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but she was like, I know God is really gonna do something big in your life because of your character and how you are. And she was telling me, she was like, you know, do you like, you know, have the Bible, like, do you read the Bible? And I was like, kinda, sorta, like I used to, but I don't read my Bible. Like I kind of just stop, like I pray morning and day. And if you know, like that is good, but God likes to, you know, wants you to get to know Him, get to know His Word, get to know like His character. So that's where reading the Bible comes into place. People think it's just like a whole bunch of stories about people and all this other stuff. No, the Bible is full of stories that connects with your own life, and also it gives you um it gives you inner peace. Like it gives you wisdom, it gives you a comfort. Like when people aren't around, like your mom, your friends, it's like you can like read the Bible, and then like you open it and it says randomly, like God will speak to you like, oh, when friends fail you, I'm here, because that is a scripture. Or if something's going on in your life, let me see, it was a scripture that I just actually was just looking at today that popped up, and it's Deuteronomy 20:20. It says, when thou goest out to battle against thy enemies, and seek horses and chariots, and a people more than thou, be not afraid of them, for the Lord thy God is with thee. And what that means is, you know, anything that you facing in life is like, don't worry about it. If whether it's a person, a place, like never fear no one, anything, because God is forever with you. And as long as you know that, you will forever be okay. So yeah, she was just telling me, you know, asking me like, oh, like about that, and about like whether I read the Bible. And I told her like, you know, I used to, but I don't do it as much as I used to. And she was like, well, you know, you should download the Bible on your phone. And it's funny because I used to have the Android that I had it on that phone, but when I got this iPhone, I didn't download it. And that was my big mistake. Because the Bible app, it literally, it gives you a morning prayer, and then with a scripture, and like an inspiration message, and then it does the same thing at nighttime. So she was telling me, she was like, you should download it. And I downloaded it right then and there, because I was like, you are right, like I need to have that on my phone. And I downloaded it, and you know, we exchanged numbers, and that was it. Then the third time I knew it was God speaking to me, this was actually yesterday. And this is how I got this Bible. Because I went in Dollar Tree and I was just buying like some snacks or whatever. And what happened? Yeah, it was a little boy, and he picked up, it was two of these. And he was a very handsome young man. And he was with his mom. And he was like, oh, mommy, can I get a Bible? Can I get a Bible? And she was like, no, we have too many at the house. And I looked at it and I was like, dang, that's my sign. I need to get a Bible. So I bought it, and this is the Bible. And it's so funny that this Bible is white and gold, because if you know, that's God's colors, white and gold. And the fact that this Bible is white and gold, it was just like, I was like, yo, that's so cool. So I was just smiling like the rest of the day. And yeah, those are the 3 times that God really spoke to me. And I feel like honestly, because I've been in my head like, God, like, I'm going through this, I'm going through that, and I'm not telling nobody. Like, I put a smile on my face when I'm outside, and then when I come in the house, I'm crying. Like, I'm having trouble sleeping. I don't feel comfortable where I'm living at. The neighborhood, the people is very nice, but it's like inside, it's issues with the house that, or the apartment that needs to be fixed and that hasn't been tended to. And I'm just like, God, then the situation with school, like, it's just so much. Me, I'm like, I want a car, like, it's just a lot. Like, a lot. My IDs getting stolen, I'm having to replace them. Like, it's just been a lot going on that I don't speak about. And a part of that do come from the way I was raised. Like, I was raised, like, I always saw my mom go through a lot of stuff, but she never let it get to her. Like, she always held her head up high. She never really spoke about it. She just always prayed about it and went to church. And me and my brother kind of just took after that. Like, anything I went through in life, I just never spoke to anybody about. It's probably like 2 friends I like vent to, but I still held back a lot. So like, what's that saying? I wear my heart on my sleeve, or I wear my problems on my sleeve. Like, I never let anybody know what I'm going through. Like, I'm dealing with so much right now and don't nobody really know but God. And after a while, I even stopped just speaking to God about it. And it's like recently he's like been showing me like talk to me, and like I started back talking to him about it. And now he's like telling me like, okay, you need to spend more time with me because you started drifting. I will be honest, I used to smoke. I had stopped, and then I recently picked up smoking again, and I know that's not good. And I like, spoke to God about that. But I really feel like God's about to do something big in my life. Like, I really feel like he's about to like change my story like tremendously, because I feel like when these certain things like start happening, it's like he's about to do something big. And it's like you have to be obedient, and you have to really listen to what he's telling you to do in order so that you don't miss out on that blessing, or that you don't delay it. Because if you so focused on what's going on over here, like me, like I said, I'm always on my phone. I'm always watching videos and trying to hang out at the game room, and like I haven't been focused too much on God. And doing that will make you miss out on the blessing that he's trying to give you, because you're ignoring his voice. Like, he could be telling you like, go on a fast for 3 days, or go on a fast for a week because such and such and such and such. And because you're not really focusing, or you're not really giving that ear to him, you're gonna miss it, and then it's gonna be delayed. So I really feel like, yeah. And then on top of that, I feel like that's why the bugs is in here, and I keep seeing like U-Haul trucks like literally everywhere I go. And it's not even everywhere I go. I'm starting to see U-Haul trucks when I'm watching like a video on my phone. I see a U-Haul truck. Like, it's like U-Haul trucks everywhere. And I've been thinking about moving, but I don't know where I want to move to. And I feel like God's like giving me that confirmation. Like, I'm about to move you. I'm about to finally move you somewhere where you're going to be comfortable, where you can, rest your head and be at peace and be comfortable where you're at. And yeah, I just can't wait. But yeah, just moral of this, I don't even know if it's really a moral. I just been sharing. Just, don't forget about God. I guess that's the moral of the story is, don't forget about God. If you don't know about God, I'm not gonna force you like, oh, you need to get, like, I'm not that type of person. I will say, just test the spirit. Like, just how when you meet somebody, or when you see somebody, and the same way you'll want to get to know them, I feel like people should do that with God. And it's very weird and strange that a lot of people don't want to do that. Like, people hear like, oh, if there's a God that, you know, you could go to about your problems, he could do this for you. And you have some people that just be like, man, I ain't into that. But if somebody come up to you and be like, oh, well, such and such want to talk to you, such and such want to take you out on a date, such and such want to get to know you, it's like, oh, I'm all in. Like, why can't, like, people have that energy for God? Like, that's just my opinion. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'm about to eat my food because it's starting to get cold. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe, like this video, share your comments down below. I'm an open-minded person. I don't really care for positive comments, negative comments. I mean, everybody got their own opinions. You gonna say what you want to say. I can't really stop you. So yeah. With that being said, y'all have a good day, good night. Y'all be safe because it's crazy out here in this world. So please be safe. Be observant of your surroundings and stay prayed up. Yeah, if you want to get to know God and you feel like you're not too ready, but you want to, like, you're willing to learn, and that's another thing that I want to say is God knows, God likes a willing heart. And a lot of people get it confused, like when they be like, oh, like, it's a difference between being forced and being willing. So when you're willing to get to know him, that's like, he will show you so many things. But if you, like, somebody's like kind of like forcing it, and it's like, because God looks at your heart. If you like, well, I mean, they say you real, so if you real, that you, like, if you come up to a person in real life and say that, they gonna be like, that's gonna hurt them. Like, so it's like, you know, you gotta be genuine when you come to him, because he loves a pure heart. You know, even if you are like a little sarcastic, he'll probably have mercy on you. But you know, it'll still hurt. It'll hurt him a little bit. But he'll still, like, he'll probably get in there like, okay, you want to see something? I'm gonna show you something. But yeah, just for all the people, like, out there that really want to know and, like, really see what God is about, or like what all these people always talking about, like Christians and all, and Muslims, like, just try it out. Like, how you could try it out, just start. If you don't feel comfortable, like, just sitting there and just like, well, hello God, I'm here. Like, if that feel weird to you, like, just start by writing in your journal, like how you would say dear diary. Just say dear God, and just write out whatever it is that you you know, you just have weighing on you that you just want to get out. And I will say download the Bible app, because it will, like, kind of guide you more than if you not ready to just sit down and read scriptures, or like, to make it easier. Download the Bible app, and you know, like I said, in the mornings and night, it literally, like, you don't have to do nothing. You just open it and it's a scripture right there. It gives you an inspiration message, and then they'll give you a prayer to say. And the prayer isn't long. It's like it's like a little paragraph, like this much. Sometimes it can be this much. And that's just it. But God bless you guys. Like I said, I'm about to eat because my mouth been watering. I was eating in the beginning, but I wanted to, like, really focus on speaking. It's really not good to talk with food in your mouth. But yeah, y'all be blessed. Much love to y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next live video. And also subscribe to my new YouTube channel that I created. It's called Creation of Yahweh, because I'm gonna, like, I've been posting some shorts videos just to, like, get up my subscribers. But I am going to be dropping a video, like, like cooking videos and like just me, like so y'all can just get to see me, because I feel like on this channel it's a little scattered. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I jumped too fast into creating this channel. Like, I was just posting just anything. Like, oh, I'm gonna just post this, I'm gonna just post that, I'm gonna just post this. So the other channel is more like a little bit organized. So again, that channel is Creation of Yahweh. So it's Creation of and Yahweh. It's all together. Yahweh is spelled YAHWEH. And with that being said, I am out. Y'all have a good day. Be safe. Much love. Mwah.